46 hours and 12 minutes. That is how much time I spent on my phone last week alone, scrolling through TikTok, refreshing Instagram, waiting for someone to reply to me, when I could have been doing literally anything else more productive. I have a problem. Instead of using my phone as a tool to improve my life, I've let it turn into this time-sucking, immediate gratification machine that's just like a dopamine releaser. It's almost like a drug of sorts. And like any addiction, the fastest way to break free is to go cold turkey. So that's what I'm gonna do. Starting today, I am putting my phone in this box for a week. You might think I'm crazy, and you're probably right, but I have tried literally everything else. I've tried do not disturb, I've tried screen time limits, heck, I've tried putting my phone across the room, and somehow my unconscious brain will still go and get it. So let's set some ground rules. And I think the first one goes without saying, but absolutely no using my phone. It has to stay in the box. And beyond that, I can't use my computer or my iPad to act like my phone. I want to take away the cues that draw me to my phone in the first place, so I don't have that dependence anymore. So that means basically no social media, but also nothing else that I use as a crutch for procrastination. So this means no checking my email repetitively through the day, checking my YouTube stats a bunch, watching a ton of Netflix or YouTube videos, or anything else that's just like a random procrastination measure that I use. This challenge isn't about taking away all my fun and being productive all the time. It's about being more thoughtful and intentional with my time. I don't want the situation to happen where I get on my phone and it's suddenly 2 hours later and I've done absolutely nothing. I want that control back. I want to have those 6 hours back every day. I did the math. 40% of my waking day is spent on my phone, and that is just not okay. And 46 hours a week is literally a full-time job. So if I could even recoup half of that time after this challenge, I'd be ecstatic. Anyway, that's enough talking. I need to just bite the bullet and put my phone up. Alright, I won't be able to use my phone until 12:30 next Thursday, September 10th. Here goes nothing. It's only 30 minutes in and I already have no idea what I'm doing. I'm eating lunch, and normally I would like scroll through TikTok or get on Instagram or watch a YouTube video, but I'm not doing any of that. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the wall and talk to my camera and eat really quick so I can move on to something else. It's been 2 days since I've been on my phone so far, and it honestly hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. And I think that's mostly because whenever I'd want to get on my phone, I'll just go over to my friend's apartment across the hall and hang out. So I guess I'm trading social time on my phone with social time in person with people, but that's a trade I will take any day. That's that intentionality coming back. I actually want to spend time with my friends rather than just scrolling through random TikTok posts online. But beyond that, it really hasn't been bad. It's forced me in the morning to just get out of bed immediately, which, like this morning, I worked out in my apartment, which I wouldn't have done if I had just been on my phone. Yesterday, I went on a run, and then both in the morning and at night, I find that my routines are becoming more solidified and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like after I work out, I like to stretch and foam roll and stuff like that. And had I just been on my phone, I probably would have forgotten and it would have gotten too late. But I think since I don't have any better option, that's what I end up doing. I do what's good for me because that's what I end up wanting to do instead of just sitting there and doing nothing. I think tonight, me and my friends are gonna go to the park together. We're getting through this and I'm kind of enjoying it so far. It's pretty good. I'm getting more real good time with my friends and I'm really enjoying it. Alright guys, it is Thursday at 1:20, so it's been just over a full week and I finally get to open back up my phone. And you know, I'm very excited because I miss her, but it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. You know, I've been super productive this entire week, and honestly, I don't think I would have gotten my work done had it not been for my phone being in this box. My projects this week took a lot longer than I expected they would, so I probably would have procrastinated stuff away on my phone. So I'm kind of glad that I chose this week to do my phone. That being said, there definitely are use cases where a phone comes in handy. today I was doing my laundry, and normally I would be listening to music or listening to a podcast or at least doing something, and I understand it's not the end of the world to not have my phone there when I'm doing laundry, but in a case like that, it would have been nice. Or when I was on the bus for 5 minutes, to be able to pull out my phone, or going to the park, being able to text my friends, figure out where they are, maybe look up directions somewhere. There are definitely those utility cases where a phone comes in handy. So I'm not going to be trading in my phone, getting rid of it. But I do think this has given me a new perspective on how to use my phone and how to use my phone as a tool to be effective for my life rather than just like a time-sucking little device that I get on and suddenly it's 2 hours later of TikTok. I think what I might do is set a couple hours during the day where I'm not allowed to be on my phone, say 9 to 1 or something like that, a 4-hour chunk where I need to focus and be productive and not have that distraction. Or maybe until I get my work done, I can't be on my phone, which are things that I've tried before, but the experience of not having that reliance on a phone for an entire week has better prepared me to, I guess you could say, not be addicted to it, not have that dependence on it, and not just immediately go to my phone before anything else. And actually, one of the interesting things that came out of this is normally before I go to bed, I'll pull out my phone, scroll through some social media, but then that's on my mind before I go to bed. This week I had a really difficult project in one of my CS classes, and before I'd go to bed, instead of being on my phone, I would start thinking about that project, and I think one of the only reasons I was able to get a good solution was because I would literally start dreaming about solutions to this project because that was what was on my mind before I was going to bed. So it's just these little things that normally your phone is the easiest thing to go to, but adding some friction, and it doesn't have to be putting your phone in a box for a week, but adding some friction between you just grabbing your phone out of your pocket or on the table, making that not the most appealing option, and having, say, being productive, getting some work done, reading, doing something other than just scrolling through social media, making that the easiest choice, making that the best option, I think is what I'm going to take from this and what you should too. But with all of that said, I am super excited to get into my phone. There were some difficult workarounds, like having to take phone calls on my computer and having to rely on my friends for their phones, that I am ready to get done with. So let's open this baby up. Oh my gosh, there's so many notifications. I did not miss the notifications, but I did miss the utility of this thing. So yeah, that concludes my week without a phone video. It honestly wasn't as bad as I thought. I would say I'd recommend it, but I think that's a little bit too much. But maybe just give yourself 12 hours without a phone, or a 9 to 5 day without a phone, because I definitely noticed my productivity increasing and noticed that I could actually get things done during the day without my phone, and I think you could too. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out. Bye!